Our focus is the future, the sort of America we'll be living in down the road. We've lived through prosperous times and tougher times, like today. Many are trying to weather the financial situation, worried about recovering lost nest eggs and jobs, and the comfortable future they once took for granted. But Americans also pay attention to the other things that make life rich, connecting with friends and family, making our communities thrive, making time for fun and travel. Americans 50 plus tell us they want to shape the future with a focus on their priorities: family and relationships, health and financial security. Many tell us they'd like an ally to help them explore opportunities and make informed decisions. As AARP maps out a plan for the future of the organization, our focus is on making sure people 50 plus can live their best lives. To do this, we must anticipate and understand trends in 6 areas. First, the economy. In the coming years, most people 50 plus will continue to face a lack of job security, a limited ability to save, a limited ability to afford extras, and sometimes even necessities, and changes to their plans for retirement. More boomers today say they will work part-time because they need the income, and fewer say they'll be doing it for enjoyment or personal satisfaction. Number 2, dynamic demographic shifts. As the boomer generation ages, the 50-plus population is growing and living longer. The number of people 85 and over is expected to triple between 2010 and 2050, from 5.8 million to 19 million. The 50-plus population is also becoming more diverse. The number of Hispanics age 50-plus will surpass the number of blacks age 50-plus in the next 5 years. At the same time, we're witnessing a changing American family. About half of the 50-plus population is unmarried. An increasing number live in multi-generational households. About 1 in 5 have adult children living at home, and about 1 in 4 are caregivers. Number 3, technology. People of all ages are using technology in astounding ways. We can shop, watch a movie, video chat, or work from home. We can transmit health and fitness data from at-home monitors directly to a doctor's office. We join online communities, share opinions, friend companies, and our friends, and in doing so, increase yet again our access to information and sometimes misinformation, as well as others' access to details about our lives. 4, healthcare. The healthcare marketplace is complex and changing. Many consumers find themselves paying higher premiums and assuming greater risk. Many are overwhelmed by the complexity of choices and the implications of making the wrong choice. People 50 plus tell us they feel their own health is good, but are concerned about keeping it that way and having adequate insurance. Number 5, aging in place innovation. Americans are living longer. This allows many to remain active and engaged and spend more time with their families. At the same time, longer lives can bring more complications, including where you will live and how you'll take care of yourself. Many Americans are discovering new ways to stay in their own homes as they age. New technologies and innovative gadgets like fall monitors and medication monitors make aging in place a reality for many. In many cities, people are relying on villages, a loosely connected network of services in their own neighborhoods. And finally, number 6, the nonprofit environment. Membership in traditional nonprofit organizations is declining, and charitable giving has declined since the beginning of the recession. At the same time, demands on charities have grown. If we can anticipate, understand, and act on these trends, AARP will be more than just relevant. We will be an essential partner in the lives of people 50 plus and the organizations who serve them. So where are we now? How do people view AARP? About half of our members and a third of the 50 plus population as a whole view AARP as a highly relevant organization. That's about 33 million people. The view of AARP's relevance has trended downward since 2007. It took the most notable drop with the onset of the recession. About 40% of members and more than half of prospective members give us a moderate score for relevance. That's about 45 million people. We see these numbers reflected in our membership statistics. AARP's membership has declined since 2008, though we saw a positive uptick at the end of 2011. The overall renewal rate in 2011 was 71%, while the renewal rate for first-time accounts was much lower at 41%. The bottom line? We have a more difficult time getting new members to stay with us. So what do we need to know to become more relevant? Let's start with the good news. Remember, 40% of members and more than half of prospective members gave us a moderate score for relevance. Behavioral research shows that those with no firm views or opinions are more easily changed. In other words, the moderates are movable. We have the opportunity to prove ourselves to them. We know that the 50-plus population is less engaged with organizations than they were a decade ago, but they are still willing to put time and energy into an organization that is relevant to their own life. What does that kind of organization look like? AARP commissioned qualitative research to better understand what makes people 50-plus want to join an organization. Several factors stood out. The organization has to meet a relevant need, whether practical, social, or altruistic. The organization has to have a clear mission and regularly update its membership on progress related to the mission. The organization should be trustworthy and transparent in dealing with members and stakeholders, seeking input and demonstrating that it has considered the input, even if it doesn't act on it. And the organization should tailor its offers to individual needs. That's the kind of organization AARP must become. Success demands that we remain committed to our one AARP vision, a new, better, and different AARP, driving forward in the midst of a changing world so that people 50-plus can achieve their priorities and live their best lives.